Oh, hi. I am back. I don't even know if some of you guys knew that I even left. Well, not left. I just sort of took a break. So, first of all, welcome back to the vlog. Oops, that's very loud. Welcome back to the vlog. I'm here with my computer for a reason that you'll see why. But basically, I needed to go on a social media content break, which just means that I didn't put out a new vlog for, I skipped a week and I didn't put out any new content on Instagram. Now, the reason why I felt sort of guided to go on a break is because I was realizing that after 3.5 years of creating content, both for myself and for clients, I was sort of feeling a bit dry in that sense. And I needed to sort of renew my vision, my understanding of also, here's Bunny. To you guys who know and love Bunny, is going to be my little baby here and join us. I just needed a renewed vision of what it is that I'm doing, why I do what I do, what's my message. For 3.5 years after opening YouTube, I felt like I was growing in many different ways, but my channel wasn't growing properly. My gosh, that's a very loud. That's very loud. That was a very, very loud jet in the sky. That usually means that something's happening. Anyways, we're just going to ignore that. But basically, I was starting to feel like I wasn't happy with the growth of it, and so I'm gonna delve into all the reasons why I went on a break and what I have come to conclude while being on this break. I really took the time to pray a lot every single day and allow God to speak to me, and also just spoke about it out loud with other people to get perspectives, also your perspective. So I have my trusty computer here, and I'm going to just sort of put, I guess, here on the side what I'm talking about so you guys can see it simultaneously. So I came to some conclusions, and this is like, I think I have like 6 categories here. They're not necessarily like by any like order of importance, it's just they're all important. So let's start with sort of the basics of humanity, if you will. And we're going to call this category of integrity and growth of character and body. Okay. So one thing that I'm realizing that's important to me that am not I'm not doing enough in and I'm not happy with it is physical fitness. So you guys have seen me on this sort of YouTube journey trying to get back into physical fitness, taking care of my body, realizing that I was sort of a candidate for, pre-diabetes. Even though I eat pretty healthy, my body, I guess, can't really break down the sugar as well. Anyways, I went to a naturopath, changed my diet, things like that. And so in that sense, I'm okay. But like I have injured my knees twice and I have not been doing physio properly. So when I actually need to do physical active things and, like run or climb mountains or stuff like this, I found myself not really capable or able in the way that my body should be able to carry me. So I'm going to put also a link to this video that I really want you guys to watch because I really want this series to make it. You guys know my tour guide friend Levi from Discover Israel, Tour with Levi. I said the name right. Um, I hired him for All Israel News to basically take me to all these different places that you would not see in like a regular tour because I really want to travel for a living. And I'm like, let's do this thing. We'll pitch it. We'll see if it works. Okay. And we climbed down this mountain to this like ancient cave where Benjamites, the men of the tribe of Benjamin would hide. And I didn't drink enough water the day before, and so my legs started like spasming, like getting like this. And I could feel after that all of my muscles were, like this. And like I just realized that my physical body was not like able to do those things that I used to do so easily, and it put me to shame. I'm like, I don't like this. If I actually want to have longevity in this life in general or in my job, I need to be able to have my knees strong. I need to strengthen my knees. I need to strengthen my arms. I need to strengthen my body. And so since then, I'm like doing physio every single day. Like I'm realizing just how much I need to do this properly. So started to do that. So physical activeness is really important to me. The second thing is I have inferiority complexes. that you guys have seen throughout time. I don't hide it. Don't feel beautiful or don't feel beautiful enough. Don't feel intelligent enough. Don't feel XYZ enough. All these different things are weaknesses that I feel like I don't want to be like, not that I'm like these people in greatness, but like Moses, okay? He had inferiority complex and he's like, send someone else. He tells God to send someone else. I don't want to do that. Saul had his weaknesses that didn't allow him to continue to be king. And so I'm realizing that if I don't deal with these inferiority complexes, it will eat me alive in this world and I need to deal with it. So showing these things to be accountable before you guys, that these are things that I'm wanting to work on so that I can lead this YouTube channel well, because it's under my responsibility, right? The third thing is people before projects. This is something that is extremely important to me, to not prefer content and put that, like, throw the person under the bus, or sacrifice my friends or whoever on the altar of content. That is not important. That they're not more important than people, this content. And so that is a standard of mine, that people come before projects. The fourth thing is that I want to walk in integrity of character. And this is based on Daniel 6, verse 4, which is at this time, that it was basically talking about people that were trying to find fault in Daniel so that they can basically take him out. So I'll put the verse here on the screen. It says, at this time, the administrators and the satraps tried to find grounds for charges against Daniel in his conduct of government affairs, but they were unable to do so. They could find no corruption in him because he was trustworthy and neither corrupt nor negligent. And the only fault that they could find in the end is that they didn't like the God that he served. So for me, it's important to say, you cannot care or hate even the God that I serve, but you can't say anything about me because I walk in integrity. And that doesn't mean that I'm a perfect person, but it means that in every way that I can, I will try to walk in trustworthiness, not with corruption, and with just integrity of character, excellence of character. So that's my aim. Okay, that's one. We're going to sort of run through this because I don't want this video to become way too long. The second thing is just a simple thing, scheduling. I found that because I put vlogs out on a weekend, it means sometimes that I also have to edit on a weekend, which means that for 3.5 years, sometimes I have not had weekends. And it's not good, especially on a Sabbath. It didn't always feel like work. It felt more like a hobby, so I didn't feel like I was working on a Sabbath. I was doing something that was fun for me. But sometimes it does become work, or it takes all of your time. It can take 8 hours, 12 hours, like for certain vlogs. Like, it takes time to edit. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to change the day in which I put out vlogs. So this vlog is coming out on a Saturday. On a Sunday. I want it to come out on a Monday because I realize in the analytics that actually all of you are at the same hours on a Monday that you would be on the day this vlog comes out. So changing the day from a Sunday to a Monday. And then we're going to do 3 proper vlogs. And then some kind of combination of, we might do a scheduled live at the same time every single Monday or something of that sort. There'll also be random, more simply edited vlogs midweek or on a weekend, which they're more like sit down stuff that are not low effort as far as content goes, but low effort as far as time goes. So I don't spend 8 hours on it. I spend an hour and a half just because of time. I also have a full-time job. And then random non-scheduled lives. If I'm somewhere interesting and I'm like, I want you guys to come with me, I'll just open up a live and you guys can see. It won't always be subscribers only. So you might have to deal with the fact that we might have some haters amongst us, but you'll just watch and we'll have fun. And even if I'm just not, even if I'm just in a chatty mood and I want to connect with you guys, I'll do a random live. So sorry if you guys have missed some of them. They're not always scheduled. Sometimes they just pop on there. If we can hang, we can hang. Okay. Number 4, as far as content goes, I realized that the channel is I broke it down to 4 categories. We started out basically as like very heavily like a vlog, like my life, what I'm doing, where I'm going, all the stuff combined with like general Israel stuff, fun and spiritual stuff. So like basically what my life is and what a vlog would be, maybe not a lifestyle vlog, but just my life. Okay. And then I also became a reporter. And so I combined reporting, so Israel related, conflict related stuff. So that sort of came in there within journalism. And then like archaeological sites also within my job. And then recently I've had more like collabs. And then that sort of became somehow the majority for like 2 months or something. And so, oh, Bunny, he's so cute. Don't you guys just love Cuppy? Um, I feel like the content probably won't change that much. I would like to combine a bit more interviews, but I think content-wise, I'm pretty happy with where things are. Maybe I'll do a bit more of my life, even though that doesn't get a lot of views. I still want to involve you guys in things. It's just that my life outside of my little life hasn't been so interesting. It's just been sort of, on the go. So that's it with content. Feel free in the comments to uh, give subjects that you would maybe want me to talk about. I can't promise that I will, but I'm always up for your suggestions within my abilities. Okay, platforms. Full disclosure, I, a few years ago, and this has actually happened to me twice, in which I went through like something extremely hard, felt very vulnerable, didn't want to be on social media, stuff like this. And so I would literally erase all my social media and wouldn't be on it for like a while. And I did that a few years ago when I was in a situation where I just didn't want. I was in a very, I was diagnosed with complex PTSD, which basically means you're put in a traumatic situation for a long period of time or over and over and over again. And so you develop PTSD symptoms from that. So it's not like a one-time occurrence, it's a repeating thing. And I was also at that time managing social media accounts for clients through a marketing firm. And so I had to be on social media all the time. But on social media, I kept seeing things that were like bad news for me and very hard for me to see or stuff like that. And so I basically erased my social media and didn't get on it until I opened a YouTube channel, which I only opened Instagram. When I would get on Facebook for whatever reason, because sometimes Instagram and Facebook are linked, or I would need to be on groups or some stuff like that, I would literally feel like my body react in a PTSD way to opening up Facebook, like someone just punched you in the gut. And that's very, very hard for me. And so I decided within therapy to speak about this thing so that I can heal from it, that my body can heal from it, that it knows that's in a safe place. It doesn't need to feel this way anymore. But literally years after, my body will still react the same way, and I get nervous, and then my brain starts to spiral, and it's not a good situation. And so I'm working on it to heal it, but I'm also not wanting this complex PTSD to how do you say, like, that I won't be on social media, because I know that if I actually want to grow, I need to be on more platforms. I need to get on Facebook, and I need to get on TikTok, and I need to be active in them. So as far as platforms goes, I'm going to get on Facebook. I'm going to get on TikTok, so you guys can follow me there. I'll put the link at some point. I haven't opened it yet today, but it'll get there. And I'm going to put out more reels, more posts, and more stories. I think this ties into the inferiority complex, that sometimes I feel like, what do I even have to say? Who wants to watch it? And then I won't post, and that isn't good. So I'm going to be more active, and you guys can follow me on those platforms and share from those platforms if you want. Okay, let's talk about YouTube revenue. I, as of now, really have not made that much. You guys also know that I got monetized a long time ago. They have this weird thing, won't bore you with it, that they have to send you this 4 number pin to your mail, physical mail, and then you can basically apply for AdSense, which is the platform in which you get revenue from YouTube. For some reason, it wouldn't send it for the longest time, and I couldn't figure out how to get around it. And so I sort of just left it. I'm like, I'm just not going to do anything. And that was a mistake. And I wish that I also had a lot of brain fog. I just couldn't figure it out. Never mind. Finally, I asked ChatGPT how to solve this thing, and I solved it. So now I am monetized. I don't make that much. The most I'll make is like maybe around 1,000 shekels a month, which is literally nothing, to a few hundred shekels a month. Okay. I felt like what I need to do, at least for the next 6 months, is that anything that I make off of YouTube, which is basically from either your donations through YouTube, um, or the ad revenue that I get from ads, this will go 50% to one organization and 50% to another. So I'm splitting it down the middle. The first 50% will go to soldiers suffering from PTSD, so IDF soldiers suffering from PTSD, to some kind of trusted organization. And then the other part will go to Israeli Arab relations within Israel. I have two ideas that I'm not yet confirmed which organizations I'm going to allocate that money to, but at least for the next 6 months, anything that I make off of YouTube will go to IDF soldiers suffering from PTSD and recovery, and Arab Jewish relations. So anytime you watch these videos, it will go to that. And here are some tips in which you can actually support these efforts. I put ads throughout, so you have in the beginning, at the end, and throughout the duration of this video. And when you watch the ads and actually keep them running and don't skip them, that gives the YouTuber or whoever more money. And so if you want to support these things, that actually helps the channel, it helps the algorithm, and it will help the people that we're going to donate to. If you want to support me personally, you're like, hey, love that for you, not for me. You want to support me personally, I will have a link in my YouTube bio or on my Instagram or on different platforms. It's basically a buy me a coffee link in which you guys can support me there. Thank you for everyone who has already supported. Just warmed up my heart in ways that I can't tell you, really. So this is getting long. So that's it as far as like revenue goes. And then my message. I think this is sort of like an ongoing thing that I need to sort of like solidify it a bit more. But basically it's come down to certain things. The way that I live in life is ve'ahavta, which basically, like we have in Hebrew, we say like ve'ahavta. There's two like it's like a commandment to love. So ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha. You shall love the Lord your God and love your neighbor as yourself. I very much live by the conviction that that is my life, to love God and to love others, and also to love my enemies, which is a very unorthodox thing to do, but that is how I live my life. So that's one of the main messages for me as a Messianic Jew. I will continue to show Israel and the truth about Israel through the lens of peace and reconciliation. And also what's important to me is to bring from the healing that I've gained through my life, because I've gone through a lot in my life, to bring that to the forefront of people's minds and potentially help each other grow in healing. So those are sort of the things that I've come to a conclusion that is very me. These are the messages that I want to put out into the world as a person and as a Messianic Jew. And so I'm also wanting to combine a bit more fun, because a lot of my content is serious. So within that, just sort of combine fun, because I'd like to think I'm a fun person that, just likes to also have a good time and be joyful and, laugh. I think that's important in life. It's also very healing. And that's what we've got so far. So I went on this break to basically achieve all of that. So you guys can go through those points. And if you guys have any feedback, any suggestions, I'm very willing to hear them all. Won't promise that I'll take them, but I'm very willing to hear them all. So that's it. Look forward to more content, me sort of stumbling through this thing and trying to find my way through it. But I just want to say to all of you guys that are constant viewers, some of you guys have literally been here since the coming back from Texas vlog. I just want to say thank you. You guys have no idea how much I love you. Oh, also another thing, I felt that God told me that I don't pray for you guys enough. And I want to apologize for that, because I do, like when you have individual comments, I will pray, but I don't always pray for you guys constantly like I need to. And that's something that I want to change. It's not because I don't love you guys. I love you guys to the depths of me, but it's just something that I just sort of am not always in the habit of doing. And so I'm committing you guys to change that as well. Anyways, you guys get the point. If you've been here since forever, I love you guys so much. If you're new here, welcome. Feel free to hit the notification bell, hit subscribe, And of course, if you're not new here, I love you. And thank you for listening to this long podcast. I will see you guys in a vlog very soon. Right, Cuppy? Right, Chino? Right, Bunny? Okay, love you guys. Bye. Bunny, are you trying to get to my food? Are you trying to eat my food, Bunny? Is that what you're doing? Because you smell the salmon and you want to eat it? Are you being impatient?